slacks.
Hello, everyone. Ravioli.
Ravioli.
Hello, everyone. Ravioli.
Who we got here? Red, that's the rock. Paul.
Kintaro, hello.
Kintaro. You're new. Maybe. Possibly. You're good here.
Oh, Dave, we can add the news about the crap. Wish I could edit your
About
notes.
crap.
In just remind me in. Yes, we are supposed to be hearing the music.
Okay.
Yeah. The Ravcock. Remind me. We can talk about the render client, the new render client.
Yes.
RNDR.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I'm down.
Let's do that. Man, your audio, Matt. Something is not right with your board. Just all noise all the time. I don't know if you want to adjust that right now. We'll just deal with it. But we're gonna. You need a new interface or something. Something ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
Speaking of Render Token, one of the people that work with Render is in the chat, so that's cool.
Nice. All right, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that.
Test. How's that?
That sounds a lot better. What did you do?
Does it? I switched inputs on my board.
I mean, you sound very Skypey, but I think that's Skype. Is your filter thingy on?
Test one, my filter thingy? What do you mean?
You know, the
test 1 2 1 2
noise filter that they put into Skype.
Why am I so loud on here?
Oh no, I think you're fine.
Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
All that matters.
Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
All right, I'm gonna start rolling. Check. I'm rolling.
Still sounds like blood.
As long as you're not over-modulating right now, that's all that matters. We'll just deal with it. We gotta do what we gotta do. All right, is everybody rolling?
Test 1 2. I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. All right, we're gonna do a sync clap. It'll be 1 2 3 clap. Ready?
Okay.
1 2 3. Cool.
Okay.
James,
Cool.
you're my favorite.
Why did we do that?
Just
to
sync
sync
in
the audio.
yeah.
Edit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, I think we are good to go. Yes, I got all my notes. And where's Dorpy? Hold on. Gotta get Dorpy ready, just in case. You never know.
Dorpy.
Oh man, you haven't met Dorpy yet. This is Dorpy.
You have been watching the drop then.
Oh no! Oh shit! Oh fire! Oh yeah. Actually, I have seen him. I just didn't know he was called Dorpy.
He's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I saw those. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's do this. Y'all ready?
Do it.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. What's up and welcome to another Mograph. Hold on. Oh man. I was making sure that my phone was on silent and I completely lost my train of thought. All right. Take two. Take two.
That was good. That's good.
Turn my headphones up. Okay, here we go. Right. What's up and welcome to another Mograph Mocast. I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt. Joining us today is the super fire, Shams Meccea.
What's up?
And Mograph is a supplement to our site, mograph.com, which is a motion graphics tutorial site with tutorials, plugins, podcasts, and other Mograph stuff. And on the show, we talk about everything ranging from motion graphics to Cinema 4D, After Effects, plugins, render engines, doing business, doing taxes, being a contractor, or working for the man. You can email us info@mograph.com. Let us know what you think about the show. Questions, comments, concerns, queries, grievances, show topic ideas, artist suggestions. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, mograph.com, and all the things. Check us out there. Send us what you want to hear on the show. This is your show, you know? It's your show. You're the producer.
Right.
Make it happen, yo. Send us some stuff in. It doesn't matter if it's noob or expert. We like to talk about things for all skill levels. So if you are just getting into this and have questions, if you've been doing this and have questions, if you got questions about anything technical, like in Cinema 4D, After Effects, if you've got questions about business stuff, taxes, whatever it is, send it in and let us know.
Yep.
Don't have any specific email. We did have some emails that are NFT related that we'll talk about later. Yes, Shams is here. Yes, this will be NFT heavy in the second half.
Yes.
And actually, the second half will come pretty quick there, and so it will be very NFT heavy. And yes, I will be asking Shams if I can borrow some money. So, first off, let's talk about the week. Let's start with the week. Big week. Got a lot going on.
Was there a lot going on?
It's a big... No, this week's going to be a big week.
This week is...
This week's a big week.
Yes.
This is usually where...
So, yeah, but I was going to say week wrap-up. That's normally where we wrap up last week.
Well, yes, but a little both. I just wanted to mention that this is where NAB usually would be, and we can't hang out with each other. It's so sad.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, but I got an email from NAB, and is it happening in October now or something?
Yeah, it's happening in October.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going? Like, what's going on? You're going?
Heck yeah. I got my vaccine. I'm ready to lick all the doorknobs.
Okay. The shit's not rolled out yet. Okay, all right, man.
Apparently it's happening. It's so far. It's still happening. So we'll see.
Okay.
I doubt that we'll be doing all the big things that we usually do. This will probably be like a little, thing to get us, push us back in. Oh, man. I don't know
Vegas,
about all that.
I'm telling you. We're going to do everything.
Oh, man.
Everything. We're gonna sing karaoke all together. Everybody handling the same microphone,
Oh my God.
singing right up into the microphone.
I don't think I can handle that. See, the thing is, I'm a germaphobe now, so.
Me too, yo. Me too. I mean, I've already been before that. I mean, just ask how many showers I usually take in SIGGRAPH.
Oh, that's right.
Many.
That is right.
Yeah.
Like 10 showers a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the thing though. It's like moving forward from this, I'm still gonna be such a germaphobe about everything else now. It's like I don't want to get the flu. I don't want to get bronchitis. Anybody got time for that?
No, seriously, such a slow. Yeah. Such a crutch.
I ain't worried about it. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well, here's the thing, though. Usually NAB is this week, so Maxon is still going to have presentations, extended presentations. It's not just a one-day thing. It's a 3-day thing, 3dmotionshow.com. Make sure you check that out. This is where we're just going to pretend.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow. We're going to pretend that we're having fun at NAB. We're going to pretend.
What is it? Is it 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m.?
8:30.
Who's on the panels, like notables,
we got
3D?
3 days worth of presentations. That's going to be, well, it starts out with Maxon news and announcements from David McGavran.
Okay.
So,
I want to be there for that.
What could that be? And
secrets?
And then Chris Schmidt is going to come on immediately after that. He'll be the first presenter tomorrow. And so there's also some great artists here, some new and some that we are really sad that we can't hang out with as usual at NAB. But Joel Thomas, we've got Nicole. I'm going to mess up her last name. I'm trying really hard. Ruggiero.
I know. I usually fuck it up as well.
I'm trying so hard. I don't know. Andy Lefton is going to be presenting. Doug Appleton and John Lepore from Perception.
Travis, my boy.
Yeah, Travis representing Dallas. Oh, by the way, the Perception deal, they're going to talk about WandaVision. So that's cool. Looking forward to that because I loved those graphics. And then you've got Noseman presenting, as he does. Seth Worley.
Brody.
Seth Worley's going to be on the show in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That'll be fun. Jake Ferguson, Brian Coleman. Brodeur. Wait till you see Brodeur's.
Brody.
I know what he's doing. I told Matt about it yesterday.
Sending me still shots of it. It's funny.
And then Beeple.
And then people, yeah. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
And then obviously Blake as well, which is cool.
No, Blake isn't presenting now, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah, she
oh,
was
okay.
on
Her
the
name is
lineup.
here. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Yeah, okay,
yeah. I
okay.
don't know what happened there. Maybe she's gonna be on a
Okay.
different one now.
Yeah, yeah.
Balake. Um,
Okay, Bulake.
but the Winkleman's presentation is going to be
Yeah, it's
God
always
knows
fun.
what. Like
It's so fun. I can't
usually,
wait for us to do this live again.
I know,
I
right?
know.
You know, like real life.
I know. It's gonna be great. Like we had so much fun in Colorado last year in LA. You
Mhm.
remember I came out for literally one night in
Yeah, one
LA.
night.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh.
We
Uh,
did the deed.
yes.
Yeah.
People's party. Yes.
Yeah.
It was. Oh man. I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to more people parties. That's gonna
Yeah,
be fun.
seriously. They're gonna
Those
be
are gonna be
bigger, cooler, yeah,
insane. Yeah.
fresher. Yeah, like
Oh.
so fresh. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't even need
Excited.
sponsors anymore.
No.
Yeah. Sponsored by people.
Right.
Sponsored by-
Yeah.
Sponsored by me. He should have posters.
Sponsored by me.
Sponsored by me.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be
Funny.
great.
Oh, that was such a great show. That was so great.
He needs to get some. He needs to. So you know those the inflatable baby Trump. You know.
Yes.
He needs to get some of his characters
Yes.
man.
as inflatables and stuff for right outside
100%.
parties. That'd be
100%.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that would be really fun.
So Buzz
Honestly.
Lightyear.
Pinata.
Oh,
Can we get a
man.
pinata of Buzz
Yeah.
Lightyear? That'd be
Yeah.
so fun.
I think he needs to do Buzz Lightyear with nipples and put actual like hoses on it with like liquids running through it or something.
Right. Right.
Like a beer pong or something.
Oh man.
So that's
Gosh,
that's a big fountain. Yeah. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
that's gonna be great. Yeah. So I don't know what
chocolate fountain.
it's. Oh. Oh,
I don't even
man.
drink.
Yeah.
So
Oh man, that'd be so good.
the thing is that when he presents after, now that all the NFT madness has happened, I'm like, first of all, are there going to be 1 million people on the stream? Let's hope so, because it will be pandemonium.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
it going to be like now? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be very interesting to see what he does post NFT madness on this. So
Yeah. I think he'll be the same. That
He'll be
motherfucker's
the
the
same.
same. He's down. Yeah. He's down to earth. He's always the same. So.
you think he's going to change styles for this one? Moving forward?
No.
I think no. If anything, he's
Yeah.
gonna get worse.
Worse.
He
It's
got
1
nothing holding him
hour.
back now.
You mean worse
The
as in
thing is
good? Good worse.
Yeah.
Funny worse.
worse as in more controversial.
Right.
Well, 1 hour limit is usually like it limits you to doing like the most. I wouldn't say basic thing, but like whatever you can reach for the quickest.
Right.
So it will be extremely be-bullish, you know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Versus like something that he might spend like 2 hours on, you know?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the one he did the other day was pretty good with the Bitcoin like.
Oh,
Lady?
yeah, the Bitcoin lady.
Yeah,
Girl,
yeah,
yeah,
that was
lady.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool, yeah. Yeah.
Only other thing I have for week wrap up is we just had an article come out, another article, how ink and giants turn DNA into an animated immersive experience at a Saudi Arabian science museum. So check that
Ooh.
out.
Interesting.
Yeah. Real quick before we get to the main portion of the show here, just wanted to do a little Ravcock. What's your flavor?
What's your flavor?
And talk about Octane updates. There is a 2020.2.3 update that takes care of some of the things. One of the things, problems you were having, Matt, is the copy and pasting of nodes.
Yeah. So like when you hold down control or whatever and you copy a node or copy a material, I think the selection, it was still on one of the old selections, yeah. So that I think they fixed that.
Yeah.
I haven't tested it myself, but that's what it seems like they fixed in the description.
Yeah.
So
And I'm loving the motion blur updates, by the way. In the last couple versions, it feels like motion blur has become really stable in comparison to where it was before. I always felt like if you have motion blur on and you move forward or backward a frame in your live viewer without turning it off, I always had crashes, and now it feels like it's calculating faster, It's working better. And I don't know. I've just been able to leave motion blur on without having stability issues. So I feel like that's working
good.
a lot better. You wanted to talk
Try
about
it with Hex Particles, then tell me.
with Hex Particles. Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't.
try with Hex Particles and
Yeah,
tell me.
I haven't tried anything. I haven't been using X Particles that much lately.
And I love X
It's not on
Particles.
purpose. It's just I haven't had a
because, like,
chance.
I have started finding a reason to use X Particles in every project.
Right.
You know, it's like once you start to understand it, you're like, oh yeah, let's just X Particles that. You know?
I need to get that. I
That's
need to
awesome.
get that like right now.
So good.
That and Substance Painter are two things that I've been trying to get into. So yeah, since I've been in like ZBrush a lot, so I really want to
Yeah.
get into that texture.
Yeah, the substance stuff, that's something that I'm not I would love to get into, but
Yeah, same.
it's like with some of the stuff that I learn, it's like I don't have a lot of time in order to just jump off and go try and learn something. It's like I got to learn on the job and stuff like that. I know I want to do this, and I know I need this program, so I'm gonna have to learn it real quick in order to get me to where I need to be. At least that's the way it was with X Particles. It's like, okay, I need this, I need smoke, I need fire, I need particles, whatever.
Sometimes it works in reverse. For me, it's like if I start doing X particle stuff, I guarantee you a bunch of people will start asking me to do some X particle stuff. You know what I mean? So it's usually that is the reverse. So for me, it's just like I just wanna I'm already into ZBrush, so I just wanna be able not to just have that just octane texture and mixed texture.
Totally.
Because I don't want to deal with UVs and it's just it's weird. So yeah.
Have you messed with the universal textures or is that what it's called? In Octane?
Are you talking about
Is it universal texture?
How do I do that? What is
materials.
Oh, universal. Oh
layered,
layered
materials. It's layered materials, right?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, but just I'm more of a mixed material type girl.
See, I was too, but not a girl, right? I was a mixed material dude, and it's like someone introduced me to layered materials and stuff like that, and I really liked the way that they worked together,
I should do that.
Yeah.
Did you get yourself a 3090 yet, by the way?
Me? I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. But so what we're gonna do is probably my homie Jason E. Bear. There's some stock in Australia, so he might send me some of that stuff in here. So we're just trying to get it situated with my credit card and stuff. So yeah.
They got to bring it in on a speedboat. That's that's the thing.
That's also another worry of mine. How is the shipping gonna work? You know what I mean? So yeah.
Did you see the little incident that happened where?
What happened?
So these cops saw these speedboats on this dock doing something where they were transferring goods from one speedboat to another, and they tried to catch. I guess they did catch them, but they ended up doing a high-speed boat chase. And pulled over the boat, and they were actually moving 3090s from one boat to another. It was some illegal.
So ridiculous.
It's like drugs.
But that is the nerdiest shit you can be getting doing.
Right? It's just
Have y'all seen the price? Have y'all seen the price of graphics cards right now?
Yeah, they're fucking. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane.
And they started manufacturing 1080s again. They're making 1080s.
1080 Ti's. Yeah.
What is going on? What is going on right now with these things?
Yeah.
So ridiculous. Yeah. Look, you can so we've got 4 1080 just founder editions. You can sell them for $400-$500 a pop on eBay right now.
That's insane.
There's one for going for $545, and it's still got 6 days left.
Man,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so make sure you don't get yours on the speedboat. You might get in trouble.
Yeah, probably not speedboat.
The 3090s too. Let's talk about render for a second as well.
Yeah,
they're beta testing some stuff with 3090s now on Render Network. You'll use it. Well, I know you do that, but I guess Shams, do you use Render?
Yeah, huge on Render. Like obviously, like in the beginning, like it was just a little bit difficult for me to get into because I've never done any render farming.
Yeah.
But like literally after like the first 2 days, I was just like, yeah, this is like awesome. It's amazing because I'm like an Octane person, like through and through. So like this is just very native. Just pop the Orbx. Is that how you say it? Orbx.
Yeah.
Orbx. Yeah.
Out, and then you're good. Like that's it. It's done. You know, test 10 frames and off we go. Almost all of my like NFT projects are done with unless it's like requires Forester, then that's like something else, but like
Does it not work with Forester?
Not yet. It's scatter plus Forster. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's like where we have problems. But yeah, everything else like Forster is fine. But yeah.
Yeah. I've been, and this isn't necessarily for render, but just to make projects work a little bit snappier. I'll take whatever I'm doing in Forester and like turn it to geometry first or something, just to make sure. But then again, if you're gonna do stuff like wind and all of that, you can't really do that.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
So you use Forester a lot then?
I do for my like landscape stuff. So you've probably seen them, these like lushy grassy mountains. All of those are obviously they're just Forester. Yeah.
So the new render client, they just announced it a couple days ago. I think it was on Friday, and so I'm excited. I'm beta testing the new render client for the 30 series. I'm not getting paid for it, which is sad, you know, for rendering jobs. But you know, they're making sure that everything's good right now. And I'll tell you what, I'm so pumped for it. I can't wait until they get all the other render engines on it too. You know. Because especially with the price of render right now, you know, it's like just letting people, or you know, me just setting my computers up to render jobs. If they were running 24 hours a day at the price it is, dude, I wouldn't have to work anymore.
Yeah, it's
seriously
gonna be amazing.
And just frees up your computer. You could do other shit. Like it's so fire. Like I love it. Yeah.
Totally fire.
Unless you liked taking breaks while you render.
Right.
In which case,
I mean, like, 6-hour breaks. That's a little long.
Well, that's true.
I've started. So I've got 2 computers. I actually have 3, but one of them is off for one of our freelancers right now. But I've started like getting stuff set up on one computer and then setting it to render on another computer, and it's been really nice. So someone who has like, I don't know if I'm diagnosed. I've never been diagnosed ADD. My kid has, you know. But I feel like he gets a little bit of that from me. And I probably mentioned this last week. I don't know. I've mentioned it to someone. But it's been really nice being able to flip back and forth to multiple computers and have stuff going at all times.
Right.
You know, like my ADD brain actually works really well that way. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't wait for my setup to be like that, because I definitely, when I upgrade, my case will not be able to house 3 more graphics cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to split that. So
Yeah.
Build a new machine, get it all nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. See, that's the thing. You just keep the old ones and add them to the farm. I just wish
farm.
Yeah. I just wish there was an easier way. Like, I you know, if it weren't like super crazy expensive, I'd totally get like a rack and put it in a closet or something. Just somewhere you can put all the old graphics cards, rather than like selling them or something, or building
having
a whole
to build
new
a
machine.
whole new machine.
Yeah, just like, all right, I'm getting rid of these 2
one
cards.
after the other.
Just plug them all in.
Yeah.
I just wish there was a better solution for that. I understand, I guess, why there isn't, but you know, plus, you know,
Wonder if you could find like
electricity.
a cheap like, you know, one of the pre-built Best Buy ones, you know, that has enough slots for like 4 cards. You know, I don't know, like you spend $500-600 on a super cheap one and then just pop 4 cards in there. You know, that might be worth it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see.
So let's go to the main portion of the show, which is talking about
Yeah.
scams. And
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about what you've been up to besides NFTs for a minute before we get into all
last
of
time
that.
we talked to you, like NFTs weren't really a thing for any of us.
Right.
No. Yeah, that was
And
so
now-
long ago. Yeah.
You've basically killed it in NFTs, and you're rich, which is great.
I'm comfortable.
Comfortable.
So-
I'm not rich.
You
I was
basically, so before we get to NFT stuff, of course, you basically have been doing these dailies for how
Yeah.
many days now? 600?
We just checked. We should have probably
Yeah. What was the
read
date
that
again?
down. 600. Yeah, it was August 3rd. It was
August
the
3rd.
day after SIGGRAPH, like literally the day after SIGGRAPH,
Okay.
because I entered into a contract with the Lord.
Yeah. And has he paid you your $100 for your first 100 days?
618 days.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
618.
Now, when you
Has he
hit,
given you $100? Like, does it hit like $100 for every
For
first
100
100 days?
yeah,
And then you hit the
Then
year and it becomes
1,000?
$1,000?
yeah,
Like,
Oh,
you're
I
up to
wish.
like $10,000 now, and for Mike, that's chump change.
Okay, I think he's gifted me a lot more than like money, and I know that sounds corny, but like that it's just like he's like really good mentor in general. So
Yeah.
the best gift is his friendship.
the best. Yeah, it's his friendship.
The real $100 was the friendship we made along the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it should be every multiple of 10. Like if you make it 1,000 days, it
Right?
should be $1,000. If you make it 10,000 days, I think if anybody can
Yeah.
make it 10,000 days, it's worth 10,000,
I
right?
think it benefited me so much. The only reason why I'm good, even remotely good at what I do now, is because of the dailies. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
and I was so against it when he brought it up. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I want a life. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to be a
Right.
slave to having to do my daily every day. And he's just like, oh man, just try it, blah, blah, blah. It'll be good. And then along the way, every time I bitch and moan to him and I'm like, oh my God, I want to quit, blah, blah, blah. He's like, it will pay off. Just wait, just wait.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
we're here in the NFT world right now
Mhm.
where I could put a daily up and then, it sells in a couple of days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, this is what he meant. The first time I had that like, oh my God moment is when Apple licensed one of my pieces.
That's
And I was like,
awesome.
oh shit. Like, and they licensed something so stupid, but like, maybe I shouldn't say
Don't
that,
tell
but
them
like,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? They licensed something that was like not like, like something that literally took me like an hour and a half. And I was like,
Yeah.
you want this for like 7K? Why? And then so yeah, that was when I was like, oh, okay, this is what he meant. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
obviously
get your
the
work out
skill.
there, people and people start to recognize your work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like immediately someone will look at a piece and be like, oh, that's Shams. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
totally Shams.
yeah.
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 Like you look at a Stuzor, you know it's a Stuzor
It's
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I do try to not box myself all the time, so but like I have very distinctive things that like definitely like make it me. But yeah, usually subject matter. But yeah,
Subject matter, style, like what subject matter?
color palette.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For me, it's like obviously like just like magical, like spiritual, because that's like all like and like fantasy, because like, and especially like as of late, there's a lot of like anime references
say
and
anime.
stuff like that. Yeah, like there's so much anime
I've been seeing the stuff you
references.
post on your
Yeah.
stories, your Instagram stories. It's like, wow, that's a lot of anime.
Yeah. So like this has a huge anime reference. It might not be familiar, like people might not like get it right away, but it's like a huge Attack on Titan anime reference, right?
Totally.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So so it's just like those like little things that like now like
That
I've been
one,
like
that one's nice.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, he's really hot. Yeah, 100%. So
And very horny, apparently.
Yeah.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
he's
6
super
horns.
horny.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's funny.
Where do
so
you
funny.
get are these Daz models? Where do you start with these?
So this is so it starts with Daz, obviously, like with morph stuff, and then it gets taken to ZBrush for further sculpting. So like if you see like his jaw is super refined, and again I have to thank Steve Teeps for a lot of the crash courses in ZBrush, because like every time I have a problem, he's on this speed dial, and I'm just like, yo, help me. And then so like a lot of the sculpting stuff, like the abs, if I want them super defined, like sculpt the heck out of that, what I
those
mean?
are
The
some abs
face,
right there.
that one.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
That's what I look like with my shirt off.
Yeah,
Just so y'all know.
Yeah. That's how I imagine I look under all the layers
Don't want to
somewhere.
flex on stream right now.
Right,
but-
I know. My shirt will just like rip right off.
Yeah.
Break the internet.
But yeah, again, ZBrush, lots of ZBrush. So
yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, it starts obviously with, and there's a lot of also like After Effects comping and like Photoshop comping, you know what I mean? Like to give the illusion of certain things. Because again, I suck at UVs, so sometimes like I have to like fake like or cheat things.
Right.
Like those heads, you know what I mean? Those are comped, right? Those are both ZBrush and like normal render. So the normal render didn't have those stitches, and the stitches were done after, right?
Cool.
And then kind of comped together with the flowers and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot of illusion stuff that happens with my work. So
How much time do you say you spend in that process, like in the comp process? Because like Beeple, for example, when he does one, it's usually all done in camera, and then he takes it into like Topaz or something afterwards.
Yeah. So it depends. Like it really depends. For like a picture like this that you're like showing right now, it's like that's no comping. This is literally thrown into Photoshop. I edit the like certain like color hues, so like all of my picture have the same color hues.
Sure.
But that's about it. Like maybe like a little bit of levels, but like everything else, like like this one, not that much comping. For other stuff, ZBrush stuff, I would say like it might take like, because I do two separate renders, right, and like comp them together later on. So it might take like 10 minutes tops. Like, yeah, I don't, again, those are dailies. I don't spend that much time on it. However, if I do decide to mint it, I usually go back into the file, render higher res, render like, just make it look a lot crispier and a lot cooler. Unless I'm like animating it, that's even like a step further.
Yeah.
So many abs.
Again, that pink dude is also an anime reference. There's a lot of anime characters, so yeah.
So which anime in particular are you like? What's in the anime scene right now? I have no idea. I'm not I'm not hip with like the kids. I don't know.
Okay, so it's not even just the kids, dude. Like everybody's watching.
Come on, dude.
This,
Everyone's watching this.
Everyone's watching this. It's like
Get your
the top.
Crunchyroll on.
Yeah, is this like
Yeah, seriously. So we have right now, we're witnessing one of the biggest animes in our lifetime, and it's like one of the most monumental. There's no filler. Everything is good. There's no bad arcs, all of that. And it's Attack on Titan, obviously. So we are at the final. We're at the final season right now, so it's split into two. So if you do want to catch up, this is one show that is like, it's huge, like it's everywhere, right? And it's like, I think like the episodes are ranked in the top 100, like in the top 10, in the top 100 on IMDb. So if you see, it's like even before Breaking Bad, which is saying something, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
And then Game of Thrones. So just look up top 100 episodes on IMDb, and then you'll see Attack on Titan be all the way at the top, right? And multiple episodes, not just one or two. So, that's really cool. So that's like what's hot right now. You have Jujutsu Kaisen is also another really hot show. However, it's not like a beginner anime, so I would not go with that. Another one is Promise Neverland. If you want like something to start with, something sweet, something short, definitely go for that. And it's on Netflix. So,
okay.
Yeah.
The hard part for me is just, I guess, wrapping my brain around the fact that I know it's a cartoon. Like, cartoon, instantly you think, oh, for kids, right? Which, is not the case if you watch anything on Adult Swim. I just don't know why. Like, I have to get my brain past the cartoon point and take it serious.
Don't you watch Rick and Morty?
I do, but, like, for some reason, my brain, like, thinks about comedy cartoons differently than, like, serious. Like, no, this is serious. You're supposed to be taking this, like, story serious.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Okay, so it's kind of like, to me, it's like when you go to Japan, anime is like TV in general. So they have anime for kids, they have anime for teens, they have anime for adults, they have scary anime, gory anime. So it's just like, I think for you to make that connection is for you to watch that one show, which for me, for me, I think it was Hunter x Hunter, and then like what solidified it was Attack on Titan, which was like, yo, like this is like on a whole nother level. Writing, the animation is just so beautiful. Same with Jujutsu Kaisen, like just on an art level, just like seeing those frames, just like it's just mind blowing. The studios that work on that, like one of the studios called Mappa, they're just like, they have some really talented artists. So like, I would even like go into it as like an art form as well. Just like see like what's going on, how the frames are working, you know what I mean? And it's just like, yeah, so mind blowing.
How do they even...
How many seasons are there?
Yeah. How many seasons?
Yeah, how many seasons? How many episodes?
Which one? Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
So Attack on Titan, I think the first season is like 12 or no, not 12, like I'd say 20 episodes.
Wow.
And then second season I think is split into 2, so 20 each, I think. So that's 40, and then the third is also split into 2. So it's quite a bit to catch up on. That's why I say like The Promised Neverland is a good one to start with, because it's 12 episodes only, and like you could binge it like super quickly. The storyline is really cool. It's parallel to our world as well a little bit. So yeah, it's really cool.
Cool.
So what other?
I haven't been an anime fan. Like, I saw Akira back in the day, but
Akira's cool.
Yeah.
Akira's cool.
I should give it a try.
Definitely
give it a try. What other programs are you getting into right now as you do this? Like, are you dabbling in anything new while you're creating dailies, or is that something you're just trying to get the daily out, or do you incorporate that?
Yeah, most of the time. So, but like I said, I think I'm really trying to, like, I'm gonna download actually right after we get off. Like, I'm definitely getting what's it called, Substance, because like I'm really enjoying doing a lot of ZBrush stuff. So yeah, that will just go hand in hand with that. I'm still going in pretty heavy on Marvelous as of like, I don't know, the last 2-3 weeks. That's basically it. I do like World Creator sometimes here and there to do like environment stuff, but that's basically
Is Marvelous getting easier to use? Because me personally, I felt like I tried it at one point, and then there was a new version, and it was a little bit easier for me to wrap my head around. And I just have trouble. I've mentioned this before. I have trouble finding good tutorials because the interface changes so much between versions.
Travis Davids is the best person you could go to. Like, he makes updates as every like version comes out. I want to see which version I have. I have the latest one, which is like, yeah, it's just improved so much. There's a couple of things in the interface that they changed that I didn't really like. They hid some things, instead of like all the tools being up there, now it's like drop down menus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I don't like that, but that's just like my muscle memory if you're going
Right.
into it fresh. Personally, I think Marvelous is one of the easiest softwares you could get into. Like
Hmm.
to me, like at least, you know what I'm saying? So like I think anyone can really get into it. So I would say definitely give it another try. And just like yeah, just like watch Travis David's tutorials. He has like really cool skirt tutorials like recently, like just the basic t-shirt and all of that stuff. So yeah, like I'd start small, but like within like I think if you do it like twice a week in a month, you'll be solid. And
So,
like sorry, go ahead.
so his start with just a basic shirt, just so you can kind of get an
Basic shirt, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he has like basic skirt, you know what I mean? So you could know how to hem, like the hemming and like,
Yeah.
the like belt thingy. But yeah, like I would say my thing that got me in the door really quickly is doing a complicated tutorial, like one complicated tutorial that taught me basically everything, and I was just like,
That's
okay,
cool.
yeah,
That's
let's get
smart. I like that. Yeah.
yeah. Like that is just one. You only need one because then it gives you that like, okay, I actually can do this in Marvelous. These are the options that I have in Marvelous. And like later on, if you need like just a small bit of help, you could just like Google, like YouTube, like the specific thing that you need help on,
Right.
and kind of have like a big background. Yeah.
Yeah, and that muscle memory stuff, man,
Mm-hmm.
that's legit right there. You get so used to stuff. It's like going Mac to PC or something,
Mm-hmm.
like even with Cinema 4D, for one, they made it so easy to get to anything that you want in Cinema 4D by hitting Shift C that once they
Mm-hmm.
started changing the menus, I don't even know where anything went anymore because it's
Yeah.
just Shift
Exactly.
C all the time.
Exactly.
The problem
Yeah.
that happens,
Anytime I have to put a tag
a
on,
tag,
it's like,
yes, the
all right,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know where this is. Where is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
all the tags moved, and since I don't really go into menus anymore, it's like I'm like,
And that's
what
been
is
what,
it?
like
Oh, it's
three
been a long
versions
time.
where I still don't
Yeah.
know where the
Yeah.
I
tags
still
are.
don't know where the tags are yet. I only know where my Octane tags are.
Right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, honestly, the tags are better organized and better put in places than they've ever have been. But it's me. I'm the issue.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And they tell you how they highlight it in like yellow in the beginning. They're like, they
Oh,
try to
yeah.
force you to do it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But you're just like, cancel.
Yeah, turn this yellow off. I don't need this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
I know where everything is, but where is it?
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited about this week too. I hope we
Yeah.
see some new stuff. I'm excited to play with it.
I-
Of course, I won't be able to install it probably for 6 months. Like
Right,
happens,
right.
Because client projects.
Right.
It's just how
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Definitely excited for the news.
So, Shams, let me ask you this: Are you doing any client work?
I was just about
Like-
to ask that.
Yeah. Are you doing any client work right now?
Depends. So right now, I just wrapped up some stuff that I said yes to in January,
Oh,
right?
nice.
And it's just like, and it came back to bite me. It was like, I don't need this, but like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just staying true to the like clients that I said yes to and like kind of like just carrying it out. And like, yeah, it's like they're all very super simple, but yeah, like if the client is like something that aligns with me, I'll say yes to it. Rates are obviously way up.
Mhm.
And revision rounds are way down. So like I'm only taking like one revision round. So yeah. So that's basically. So I am taking clients. I'm just like very picky about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
And you
Yeah.
can be.
I mean, that's the point of being
dream.
successful is that you
Yeah.
can pick and choose. You don't have
Yeah.
to. You don't have to do it for the meal.
Right.
You can do it
Exactly,
all for the
yeah.
real.
Yeah. For the real. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting like how it affects rates. I think a lot of people have been talking about how it affects rates because it doesn't necessarily like affect Well, maybe it does affect everyone's rate in a way, even if you don't do NFTs, right? Because
100%, 100%.
people that want you specifically are
Mhm.
going to have to pay more. But
Mhm.
people, okay, let's say people that would have gone to you and
Mhm.
now you're like, well, I can't take the project on right now. Where do they go? Because they may say, okay, well, we want the same style. And
Mhm.
maybe somebody else, and maybe it's a big advantage to somebody who does your style or something similar to your style because now they have other people coming to them saying, well, we want this style, but
Mhm.
Shams is too
Exactly.
expensive for us, so
Yeah, yeah, or too busy
or
even.
too
Like, because
busy. Yeah,
sometimes it's
Yeah.
just like I would love to tackle this for you, but like I don't think I want to sign off a month of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anymore.
right.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah,
yeah. NAB is back on.
yeah.
Just
Well,
in the chat here.
NAB
NAB is on
NAB is back on in October.
in October.
Not currently.
Right.
Oh, is that what Raid Zeros is talking about? Am I going
Yeah.
to NAB? I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to
You
see.
Let's see.
gonna go to camp? You gonna go to camp?
Oh,
When that
I'd
happens?
love to go to camp.
All
That's
right.
like, yeah, I'd love to. Is
I'm
that
still-
also
I'm s-
happening?
I'm still planning on it. I'm still
Okay.
planning on it. I can't, like, we don't have any guarantees yet. We're still, talking
Okay.
to the camp and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, they've
We'll see
even
how the
said we're
cases
waiting to
are.
see what happens with vaccines and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, by the end of the month, anyone who wants one is supposed to be able to get one, right?
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we're
At
gonna
least
have
in
to
the US,
announce
not
at
in
some
In
Canada.
the
point
U.S.,
what
yeah,
we're
right
doing.
now we don't have them rolled out here, as far as I know. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
I
so-
forgot. I kept thinking you're in LA.
No, not anymore. But
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Vancouver.
right. That's
Thank
Way
right.
better than LA, right?
I mean, right now, yes.
Cost of living's about
I-
the same, right?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
more.
or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's about the same. Yeah, it's really expensive here.
Yeah. I'd move to Vancouver before I moved to LA.
Mhm. Yeah. No, it's super beautiful here.
Move to Denver first.
One of the
I'm gonna
Yeah.
make it to Denver eventually.
yeah. One of the
Once
questions.
we buy our Mograph headquarters.
Yeah, Mograph headquarters will
In Denver.
EJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a big
Yeah.
compound.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the questions in the chat was, what if the client doesn't know about your NFTs? I don't know if honestly it matters.
I don't think that's
I don't
relevant.
think it
Yeah,
matters.
yeah.
Because-
It's because also I have
You
an
say,
agent.
excuse me, do you not know that I'm NFT famous?
Right. Right.
I'm hood rich, man. Uh, no, no, I don't think it matters because I have an agency. Because my agency, like, basically all my clients go to my agent and they're like, "Hey, this is Shams's rates." They don't really like, even prior to NFTs. If my previous rate is too expensive for the client, they just leave. They're just like, "Okay, thank you
Yeah.
for your time." Whatever, right?
Mhm.
It's just like whatever your rate is, just whatever your rate is. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
yeah, I don't think
Phil says
Yeah.
he's going to move to Denver if you move to Denver.
If I move to Denver,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna move to Denver.
If you move
Phil.
to Denver, Matt, I will. Huh.
No, you won't. No, you won't. You got too much in London.
I don't know.
or
I would.
England.
Yeah. I would love nothing more than Phil to be living here in the U.S. But
Seriously, yeah, that would be so fresh. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Get
uh,
your ass over here.
one of the one of the questions is, you don't do client acquisition. I'm not sure what that is
Client-
exactly.
What is client acquisition? Is
Yeah.
that where you
No
go
idea.
look for
You're
clients?
throwing a lot of big words
Well,
at me.
Maybe
No
that is what that
acquisition.
means.
Yeah.
Like selling yourself. I don't think you need to sell yourself.
Yeah. I don't think
Uh,
you even need a reel anymore, do you?
Right.
Like,
I never had a reel. Never had. The only time I've made a reel is because Matthias forced me to do it for like
NAB
the
or something.
presentations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
and just
living
like
the dream, I'll tell you
dude,
what.
I'm a daily artist. How am I
Yeah.
supposed to make a reel for
That's
you?
true.
Yeah.
What did you end up doing for that? I'm trying to remember now. Was it just like animated dailies with some music?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Literally. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you even show
mean,
off the stuff that you
no.
do commercially? Like, do you?
No,
No.
like, because I'm just like more of like, I'm always focused on my own work.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's like That's what I want people to see. I don't want people to see, oh, like Apple has licensed some of her stuff. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like Adobe, she has an Adobe placement. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like worked with X and X like artists, whatever. Right? Like it's cool. I might add like names or whatever to like my website at some point because it needs updating. But other than that, like I'm not like I'm not like, oh my God, look at
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
you've
know,
got
I think that's so interesting because it just goes to show how our industry is evolving. You know, like
100%,
back in
100%.
the day, you couldn't get a job without without a resume.
Oh yeah.
Had to have that resume, right? And then we're like, screw the resume. You don't need a resume. You just need a reel, right?
Yeah,
and
you
now
need
it's
a
like,
reel.
you don't even need a reel. You just need
Yeah.
an Instagram.
You
You
just
know?
need an Instagram or like to me, I think the closest thing I've done to a reel is my TikToks where I go like,
For
here's
sure,
my
yeah.
art, and then
Yeah.
it like rolls through. Like, yeah. Yo, it's so funny. I actually made Mike do one, but then his account got hacked. So,
Ah,
Oh no.
so we,
that's
so
funny.
yeah, but we're trying to get that back. We're trying to get that back. But yeah, he will have it like one of these posted in no time. Don't
I didn't
worry.
know his
funny.
account got hacked. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It unfollowed me. I was so mad. I was so mad.
Oh,
Man.
what a
but-
jerk.
Yeah, it's the timing as well. It makes sense. Like that someone
That's what he gets
Yeah.
for making his
Yeah.
password Buzz Lightyear boobies.
but like, but yeah, that's the closest thing I've gotten to a reel. So yeah.
So if you're not doing client work, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And it takes you about an hour to do your daily. What are you doing with the rest of your day?
Okay, so obviously, like it depends. It doesn't take me always. Like the one that I made yesterday, obviously more than an hour. That was like
Right.
at least like 4 hours.
Mhm.
So other than that, I've been like after my drop happened,
Yeah.
and then I had a huge client at the same time. So that was like one of the biggest clients. And the client is TikTok.
Oh, rock on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Okay,
So,
that's cool.
but yeah, so at the same time, I had to do both of these things. So after that, I was like, you know what? Like, I need to like chill out a little bit and like take care of my body because I was like really putting a lot of stress on my body. I was
Sure.
not leaving the crib. I think in the 2 months I was working on my drop and that big project, I maybe left the crib like 4 times, like just to get groceries,
Yeah.
right? Ordered food out all the time and it was like vegan junk food, like not good at all, like just like super bad. So and then I got like an anxiety attack, right? So I was like, you know what? Like this is like like after my drop, I was like, oh, let's keep going.
Yeah.
And then like the anxiety attack happened. I was like, okay, you know what? Like I need to slow down. So I hired a personal trainer. I hired a yoga teacher and went to my naturopathic doctor as well to get like, you know, like treatments and stuff like that. Like, and like acupuncture.
Crystals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crystals?
Well, no, she also does Reiki. So like, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but yeah, she does. So it's like healing through like energy and body work. Anyways, she's really cool, amazing. So we did a lot of that session. I booked in for a blood work just to check that everything is good. You know, so taking care of myself most of the day. So
giving yourself a tune-up, right?
Exactly, a tune-up, because like, and also like I said, I just got like with my backyard because spring is like now coming up, and like you know it's really nice out right now. So I've been like working crazy in my backyard. So that's also a form of just like staying like in connection with nature and like you know just being more like attentive to my body and what I need. But yeah.
I've been doing random meditating in VR.
Oh, okay. I never really thought about that. That's fire.
It's kind of a fun thing to do if you don't leave the house a lot because you at least feel like you've left for a little bit. There's so many good things that are passive that you can do in VR. Not a lot of people talk about that. They want to talk about fighting robots and doing all that other stuff. But you could use it to, like, there's some great apps that kind of have, like, some of them, it's not like a full meditation program, but maybe it will have something related. But there's even just, like, such great stuff that you can watch. And it's not, I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, it's not like crappy 360 videos that are flat. It's like full on, like, stereoscopic 360 videos where it will you'll be moving, but not in like a pukey kind of way, like a real slow. There's some great stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to do yoga a little more, things like that, because there is this NFT anxiety that is just sweeping over everybody. And even if you aren't doing NFTs, it's still there.
No, 100%, 100%. The FOMO is real. The pressure is crazy. Just like, even if you're just even a collector, I've talked to collectors that are like not sleeping. And I'm just like, what, why? Like, go to sleep, man. Like, and it's just like easier said than done, right? Like, even while I'm doing all of this mindfulness stuff that I'm telling you about, I'm training, I'm weight training, and I'm like doing, like, I have a private yoga teacher that comes in and like literally fixes everything in my body. And I have a session tonight. So like, it's just like with all of that, it's still at the back of my mind. So it's just like, it's going to take a lot of training because it's so new for us to kind of like try to separate and like make sure we're not getting so like sucked in, you know what I mean? In an unhealthy way.
The stress and the anxiety that comes with the NFT world is awful. Like I did not finally get a release from that energy until I sold my Beeple piece.
That's why
you
I
know
need to sell my Beeple piece.
I know. It's like I was addicted to watching Nifty every single day. Every hour I was checking it, you know. And the second that thing sold, like I broke down because I was so happy, but it's like that stress was gone. It was over. I did not have to. That was out of my mind for good, you know.
Well,
and I told myself, I said, if I do NFTs, if I ever do NFTs again, it's going to be on my own terms, and I'm not going to do them for money or for fame or anything. I'm going to put them out there so that my friends can, you know, if they want to buy them, they can, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think that's like really important. Like, a lot of new artists that are going into it, they're just like, I feel like the expectation is really high, but like you just have to like me and Brody were talking about it on in like a room in on Clubhouse, and we were talking about how if NFTs ended today, right? Tomorrow we're still making art, right? Like we're still gonna do it. Like this is not like, you know what I mean? So that should be the focus for everyone. You know what I mean?
And just your whole thing that you do, like everything that you do is centered around your art. Like you were saying, there's no commercial projects or anything listed. It's a great way to do it.
Exactly. So just focus on the art, focus on the skill level that you're, you know, like if you're learning new softwares, if you're, you know, like constantly upgrading yourself, I think that's like the most important thing that you could do, because if you drop something like extremely fire, it's inevitable that people are going to want to pick it up. Like it's inevitable. If you like, you just drop something crazy.
It's just a matter of time, too.
It's just a matter of time.
And like, here's also another thing. Like, as someone who has sold an NFT, you know, or a couple, and who has made a lot of money off of NFTs, just because, and it was all through luck. You know, it is 100% winning the lottery for me. That's what I call it. You know, because I sold that Beeple piece. But it's like something. It's interesting for me or us to say, oh, it'll sell eventually, blah blah blah. Don't get stressed out when we have already done it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I try to be as conscious as I can to see my biases because I've already been through it. You know.
Exactly.
And that's hard at times, you know. It's hard to remember the time in which, or you have to remember that time where it's like, this is very stressful, you know.
But it also might be comforting to know that even people who sell extremely well, like you, Shams, like still have to deal with anxiety and things that come along with it. It doesn't just go away because you're on Nifty.
100%. 100%. 100%. Like, you think Mike isn't stressing? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
He's got all those taxes to pay.
Yeah, like he's
The finger thing
I'm
means
just
the
saying, like,
taxes.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, no matter how big you are, like, the problems are relative to you, but we're still all in the same, like, kind of community and space. So, whether you're a really small artist just starting, and like, I've seen people who just get into it and like are just rapid fire, like, and then just like sell immediately, and it's amazing to see that. Especially right now, I'm seeing a lot of really cool artists on Foundation that are just killing it, like just going done, like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, and like, yeah, like it's so cool to see that. And it's like, obviously for some it'll be like a little bit slower, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's just like, it's relative to, like, you know, your timing, and like, again, just focus on the art and the skill level. If it's fire, someone will want it. That's it.
I guess we should start the drop then, technically, right?
Yeah.
I think we're about an hour in. We could start the drop.
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
Well, let me go to my notes.
All right, cool. You ready for me to start it then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's do it. I have to switch over to my cool transitions, so I'm not using the Mograph transition anymore. All right, here we go.
Drop. Is this the fucking mic? Drop. This is exactly what I should be doing.
What's up, and welcome to this week's episode of The Drop, your weekly source for all things NFT and crypto art, as well as upcoming drops by notable people in the Mograph industry. Joining us today is our good friend, the super fire, Shams Meccea.
What's up?
You probably know her work from
Nifty
and let's see,
Nifty. Maybe you've
Super
heard of it.
Maybe you've heard of it. Super Rare, huh?
Yeah.
She's one of the top artists of all
Foundation?
time. Foundation.
Rareable. Am I right?
Rareable.
I'm
Did you
not
do any
a
Rareable
Rareable.
stuff?
I do want to know, but I do want to like collect some stuff on Rareable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for a lot of like anime related things to like pop out. So yeah,
I think
saving my coin for that.
I think Rareable is very interesting in that I feel like if the website was easier to use and less junky looking, it would be a really good NFT site. You know
how many times I've been on there and I'm just like, how do I do this? And I have to like be like this dumb person that like I have to go to the like our Discord and I'm just like, you guys, how do I buy this? You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's so bad. And it's just like, can you put everything in one space and like make it like, as much as like Nifty isn't the best website either, but like at least you know there's like a certain structure that you could follow and like it's pretty clear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not aesthetic, but it's clear.
No, aesthetically, like having to freaking scroll to the bottom on my phone every single time I want to see what the marketplace is.
Yeah.
I have to scroll through every single artist. Come on. Like, get a better website on your on your mobile. You know?
Yeah. I don't do anything mobile, so I'm
See, I'm like 90% mobile.
Oh I don't look at
their website is awful on mobile.
Oh, I've never seen it. Yeah. I've never seen it on mobile. But yeah, definitely it's just there are like aesthetically obviously Foundation wins. But at least in like on Nifty you can look for things very clearly, you know, like the market thing at the bottom very clearly. But yeah, like Rareable just so lost.
That is
no idea.
Such a good point though. Like Foundation wins. Foundation has the cleanest, best looking, simple interface. Yeah. Absolutely.
There's the search functionality needs to be there better or whatever, or easily accessible. Because like Maker's Place, they've got search, but do they? You know? 'Cause
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks
yeah.
a lot.
There's
you know?
certain pieces of all of these sites that I wish, could
Yeah.
just be combined into one thing, like all the best parts of all of
Exactly.
them. You know,
Exactly.
because there's
Yeah.
some that
Yeah.
are really doing it right, like between search and then there's the look, and then there's the fact if you can follow or not follow people and find out more
Exactly.
Totally.
That
information.
too.
The whole community
true.
aspect, trying to figure out, okay, kind of like Instagram or something, right? Like follow a person and find out when the drops happen, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
Stuzor's in the house. What up, Stuzor?
Stuzor.
Yo.
Congrats on
Oh,
your drop
snap.
last week.
Yeah.
Congrats, homie.
I had NFT nightmares the other night
Oh,
about
no.
your drop because
NFT mares.
NFT mares,
Nifty
right?
mares.
But it's because I wanted to pick up one of your pieces, but I missed the drop time, and I was like, oh, okay. I've been noticing a trend lately, and Shams and I were talking about this earlier on Nifty, where if the price is listed like over $1,000, the price after market, like 2 days later, has a tendency to be a lot lower. You know, like for example, I picked up a Frederick Duquette and Zed one, for like $1,000.
Oh, you did pick that up.
I did pick it up.
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
yeah.
Okay.
It's so funny that you say his actual
Yeah.
name, Frederick.
Yeah.
Who says that?
As he strokes his mustache.
Right.
Frederick Duquette.
Frederick Duquette.
Hmm.
It's just for the people in the know, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But I picked up that one for like $1,000, and I was like, okay, Fuck Render stuff has a tendency to resell really well,
Right.
Because I know he invests in himself, and he's really big into the NFT side.
Oh, yeah.
side. So I was like, all right, I'll pick one up. I think it'll be a good investment. And now, like, you can pick one up for like $750. It's like, all right, it's okay. Whatever. I still own one. It's fine.
So the ones that are like $700 go up in price. Is that
yeah?
what you're, yeah.
So Stuzor, I was like, oh, I'll just pick one up in the secondary market. Maybe I could pick one up for like $400 or whatever. But it's like, nope. Now they're like $750, $800. I was like, ah, damn it, I missed out on that. But here's the one thing. Let me complain about Nifty right now for a second. Other than their website. So they just implemented this new thing in order to, I guess, help their website from stopping crashing every time they do a drop.
Right.
They have now implemented something to where they are randomly given numbers, So
it's like
So
it's
I
like
bought-
a drawing.
right. I bought a fuck render, right? A fuck render Z1.
Frederick Duquette.
Frederick, right.
Shallow and pedantic.
So I bought one of their pieces, and I literally bought it the second it dropped, right? And with any other drop, you would have gotten it and been like, all right, I'm within the first 100, Like he sold 750, 800 of them, in the 5 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. And I knew I would have been one of the first 100. But because they decided to now randomly assign numbers, I'm number 556, which makes mine worth so much less than those ones that are the first 100
Depending
or
on
first
who
10
some
or something.
people aren't into
Some people are not
addition
into
numbers.
it. I agree. But, if you say you have number 1, that's going to be worth a lot more, That's going to be worth a lot more. Anyway,
know.
so like it's annoying to me.
It is.
There is
I
no
would think so.
incentive for me to be ready to buy the second it goes live, I feel like there's much more of a, there's much more hype.
But the
to be one
bots
of the
are always
first
going to
people
get
to
it
do
before you. The bots will always
Okay.
get it first. So
Then they need to implement something better to, fight the bots versus, making it hurt me to,
I don't
who's
know if there's
going to be there
anything
first.
you can do, but
I think it's I don't think anything you can do anything against bots really. Like
You
that's
can't
just
do a
like-
CAPTCHA? You're
that-
telling me a CAPTCHA won't work?
bot's gonna bot.
That- bot's gonna bot, like that's a problem within the like sneaker industry forever, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just there's no solution, right? However, the thing is I think they're trying their hardest into like implementing new things and seeing if they work. Maybe that's just something that won't work. You know what I mean?
It gives me no, it does not incentivize me at all to pick it up when it is dropped. You know, if anything, I'm just like, all right, I'll just buy it on the secondary market. I'll wait for the secondary market.
So then you can get a number that you like. Because here's the other thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here's the other thing.
I found a Stuzor that it's like, it was number 28 of 28 for like $750. I was like, okay, that's worth $750 to me. I didn't buy it, but I'm just saying it. You know, it would be to me.
But I feel like at this point, it's not necessarily about you having the lowest number. It's about having an interesting number, right?
I don't
know
about
the
that.
lucky number 8 or number 69. Nice.
Right.
Something like that, you know, like something that where if it's randomized, you know, maybe it doesn't. Okay, you got number 500 and something, but what if you got number 666, right?
Right.
Like that's going to be worth more than your 530.
Oh, there is a like specific numbers that like go the highest, right? Like 21, 7, you know, 1 obviously.
Right. 1 obviously.
Like 420 as well is like pretty big.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like so these are like kind of like no numbers. The last edition of the edition. So if it's an edition of 25, those are still like pretty lucky numbers. I don't think, I don't think low, like if you got like number 3, I don't think it means anything. But like,
funny,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like if you got number 3 of 800, you know, I feel like that would sell for.
Might be in your head. You just have to kind of. It's too soon for us to tell. Like we don't have the data yet. You know what I mean? It's too soon for us to tell. Be like, oh yeah, because I've seen low numbers sell for like really low, right?
Yeah.
Like so, yeah. It just depends.
I think
anyway,
that's an interesting
that's
thought.
annoying to me.
Like if you could somehow.
I don't want a number 500. I want a lower one.
Yeah.
You know.
Then go for the secondary market. I think secondary market is booming right now. Yeah. So I do the same thing too. So yeah.
That would be interesting
to
see
I saw you
data.
pick up that what'd you say?
I said it would just be interesting to see data on that. You know, it's like to have
come up. I think then like the next 2-5 years, like we'll see a lot more data pop up. So yeah.
Like how often does a number 69 sell? You know, something like that.
Yeah, I've been seeing a couple that are done by like certain people on Twitter, like here and there, like you know, like little graphs and like I've seen even one where it's like what tends to sell the most is 3D animation, 3D still, 2D, 2D animation. I don't know if you've seen that Venn diagram thingy. So yeah, like I've been seeing a bunch of people kind of like do their own research and like try to like come up with like good resources. So we just have to be patient and like kind of like wait it out.
Yeah, if you look at like overall NFT sales in general for for February and March, the numbers were so high. Like the numbers were insanely high, and now they're kind of back down. But it is only the beginning of April, but I think it will be down.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if the barrier to entry on a piece is lower priced,
I'll be right back.
you know, do it. I feel like if it's lower priced, there will be more secondary sales, which could increase the amount of money that a person can make on a drop. Like, for example, you know, I look at this, my Gavin Shapiro that I bought for $243, which is way cheap for like a drop on Nifty. The secondary market, he's done $192,000 worth of sales, you know, versus if you look at one that's probably like $1,000 or like $2,000, that secondary market is not going to be as high, you know?
But okay, we know that now, right? Like, you know, but we couldn't have known that like a month ago. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm
I'm with you
saying?
on
So
that, yeah.
so like it's just we just have to kind of, like we said, we read the room and see like what are the like appropriate prices right now that you could put up and kind of adjust to it, because again, like this like market is like super new to everyone, and I think just kind of like now we like know, like now we have what you're talking about, we have that data, we keep that in mind. Okay, so my next drop, I'm gonna work accordingly. You know what I mean? Depending on when my drop is can be like at the end of the year, and like okay, prices might be so different. You know what I mean? At that time, and resale price might be also different. So you know, we could just like kind of like just wait and see, and like kind of like just adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you learned in this process? Like the NFT thing happened, especially the Nifty portion of this for you. Have you felt like you've learned anything in this process? Is there any advice that you would give to people who are getting into this, who are trying to, not just trying to make it work, but like, I don't know how to describe it. Like doing a Nifty drop is a big deal, right? In comparison to be like, oh, I'm just minting this piece on Rarible. So what have you learned about that? Is there some stuff that you feel like you would have done differently? Is there anything about the process that you think people should know going into it? Or
I would say 100% keep it more scarce, like 100%, like if you can. So depending on who you are though, like, right? Like, so if there is like a certain type of hype around you or anything like that. So, but like as like just going in first drop, I'd say keep it scarce. That's like usually what I would do now, and like what I also look in collecting, right? Like I like to collect more like limited editions versus versus opens, right? I might still pick up opens of my friends, but I prefer getting their singles, right? Like with Blake, I loved getting one of her limiteds, right? You know, versus I still have her open, but like I cherish the limited a lot more.
We cherish our number one that we have too.
Yeah, you got number 25, right?
Yeah, 25 out of 25 . Yeah.
See, we got number 1 of 25.
That's funny. So we got the first, and you got the last.
Yeah.
See, they're both valuable.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's so cool. But yeah, so like, you know, things like that. So I would say, and I that's not saying that like open editions can't be worth it a lot. Look at Fuck Render, his opens are doing fantastic. You know what I mean? So it just depends on who you are, how you market yourself. But I would say just definitely keep it more scarce, because like just imagine you making 4 drops a year. How many pieces are you gonna have on that one platform? You know what I mean?
Right.
Just look at the overall how many pieces you have on that. If there's too many, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just like not as valuable. So that's something that I would say. I like all other platforms as well. I think people are doing such good jobs. Like, don't get discouraged if you didn't get into Nifty. I don't know if you guys have seen Lyrona. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. She did the whole boy thing and killed. You know what I mean?
Absolutely killed.
She's one person that like looked at the system. It's like, okay, I'm not getting into Nifty. I'm not getting into super rare. I'm going to do my own thing. You know what I mean? And she did it and she killed it, right?
Absolutely.
Same with my homie Fenton, right? He killed it with the Cryptomon stuff, right? So he was like, okay, so you guys like don't like, I'm gonna make my own collection and I'm gonna like start minting it and it like make it more collectible. You know what I mean? Everybody likes Pokemons and it's like very Pokemon heavy thing. And I'm seeing like a bunch of people do like really cool stuff in Rarible as well. You know what I'm saying? Or even Maker's Place. So make your own reality, right? Like it, like I've seen, like I would say Lyrona would have had a lot, like I think she had a lot better success on Rarible than if she would have gotten into Nifty and did like a drop on Nifty. I think that like worked for her a lot better. So it's just like you can't let the like, oh yeah, this platform is not letting me in, this that, like have like a little brief, sit down with yourself and be like, okay, this is what I'm trying, like, this is what I can do to like pop off. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
So yeah.
And
that's
how
like,
do you decide? Like, you do a daily every day, so obviously you're not minting every single one of those. How do you decide what you're gonna do?
Yeah, and how do you decide
how do I
which one
decide?
you're going to
It's
sell it
just
on?
connection, right? Like it's just connection. Like, and I feel like I've kept super rare to be more of the naturey magical stuff, and I'm gonna keep like foundation more for the darker stuff that I do, because I do 50-50 in my like style. Like you could go and see like extremely dark stuff, and then it's like a pink field. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so just keeping that in mind, and just like, and also because there's advantages and disadvantages to each platform, right? Like you have the auction thing and foundation that you could potentially lose money on, you know what I mean? Because as soon as that auction activates, you know what I mean, it's done, you know what I mean? Especially if like certain collectors are sleeping, you know what I mean? Like it's just not on someone's radar, right? Like there's still not like a crazy good search engine on foundation. So like, you know, like for me as a collector, I'm looking for like anime related stuff, right? So for me to find anime related stuff, I'm literally just scrolling through art, like all the art, just to find what I like, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, still have not found like something that's like crazy that I'm like connected with, but you know, there's one person that I'm really connected with, but like her stuff sold for like 100 ETH like the first time she sold, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm definitely not gonna be able to get any of her stuff. You know what I mean? I was like really banking on, like, oh my god, I'm so excited, this artist is getting into NFTs. Boom, first one. Like, oh no, I think it was 50 ETH, but still, you know what I mean? That's like a half crypto punk. You know what I mean?
Because you want to support your friends, but sometimes it's,
exactly.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not a friend. It's just someone that I really like that does like super sexual Attack on Titan and like Jujutsu Kaisen, like you know, anime style stuff. But yeah, like she just killed it. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the things that Ariev was doing is trying to reinvest into the community.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
he has
which is
lot.
really great. And so I think it's important if you're selling, especially if you're selling well, to you know, not just give back, but it's like, okay, now it's time for you to invest. But I also like the thought that you kind of brought up about how you're looking for the specific type of art, right? So as this market gets saturated, which is going to happen, you're going to have so many artists in, and it's going to be an Instagram type situation. You're going to have those that rise to the top. Some of them come in any day and just completely rise to the top. You never know. It's you know, a lot of people acting like this is all over. Like, oh, it's too late. I can't do NFTs now.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
There's like, I'm telling you, there's gonna be 188s. Like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be 100. Like, there's gonna be so many people, like Illustrator. There's gonna be coming in, like, and we haven't even hit Asia like that yet. Like, once we hit Asia, when it comes to NFTs, it's like that's when it's like when we hit Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean?
Is the cryptocurrency slowing that down? Is that the deal? Or
I'm not sure, actually. I wouldn't know. We'd probably have to get Mankind to talk about that, because he's the crypto person.
I think we definitely need to have Mankind on the show for sure.
Yeah. Definitely hit him up. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like once we get those big countries to like get in on this, again, like this is just the start. Like, you know, like obviously we're seeing some big foreign collectors, but like again, we'll see more foreign artists and more foreign collectors come in, and they're gonna crush it, right? So we're gonna have so many of those. So just keep in mind, the more the artists, the more the collectors. There's gonna be celebrity collectors as well, like which will be like we're seeing with Paris right now, right? Like Paris is everywhere. She's collecting people's works, you know what I mean?
Paris
and like
Hilton?
people. Yeah, Paris Hilton. Have you not like been on the memo?
No.
She's like right now. People are like considering her like the verification of NFTs. If she
Right.
follows you, you're good,
Oh, that's
right?
funny. That's funny.
So yeah, so she's collecting on NIF. She actually she dropped an NFT like early 2020, before all of us. You know what I mean? In March, right? So she's like super with it. You know what I mean? So.
Mhm.
It's really cool to see that. So we're going to see a lot more, like we've seen even Halsey start collecting. You know, we're going to see more even like celebrities start collecting as well.
Halsey's
And that will
collecting
be,
now?
I mean, when she did her drop, she
Or she's dropping, or both?
oh, she did a drop. She already did a drop. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's just it like, and then like after I think her drop, she started collecting.
Was it
so,
good?
yeah.
Was it something that was a collaboration or something that
It
she?
was I think it was a collaboration. It was actually pretty good. I really liked it. It was very spooky. It was based on one of her paintings, and like they made it through into 3D. She actually has one of my NFTs, which is really cool.
That's cool.
So she's good at
but
art
yeah.
and bad at love, huh? Huh?
Is she,
Huh?
I don't know. Is that a song reference?
Song reference?
I don't know who Halsey is.
Oh my god.
So,
uh,
anyway, sorry.
Anyway,
This is a
yeah.
terrible dad joke, but
yeah.
Oh, I had a good question for you, and I completely lost it. Oh well, okay. So you got Crypto 888 is also kind of a famous collector, right? Shoot, what was I going to ask you? It was a really good question. So you've got this celebrities buying. You've got the people who are going to be looking for specific genres. Right, certain people are going to rise to the top. Yeah.
As we're like I think like our group of friends, we all like kind of look for different things in like collecting art. You know, so like yeah, like I would say like a couple of us like are really into like a specific type of art, and we keep sending each other that. It's like, oh yeah, check this person out, like, you know, pretty cool. I'm gonna bid on this and that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we send each other what we think they'll like, you know what I mean? Whenever we see something, oh yeah, I bet Blake would like this, you know what I mean? And like I send it to her, yeah.
And that's kind of where the collaborations need to fall too. It's like a matching of musical artists and a matching of visual artists that actually makes sense.
Makes sense, yes.
And it's that same thing. Like, you're sending things to other people. You're like, oh, you would like this, right? It's like when it comes to the musicians, it needs to be something that they would like, or someone they'd like to collaborate with, not just, oh, here's I don't know, Post Malone like over here.
Yeah.
And I know he did something with Fuck Render, so that's probably a bad example, but
the thing is, this Fuck Render has always done work with Post Malone before, so like
exactly.
So it's very organic. Yeah, that was very organic.
Right.
Yeah.
It's exactly. It's got to be that organic thing instead
organic.
Of...
Yeah. Versus like just some like unknown, like McDonald's coming in and they're like, yeah, we want to make NFTs. Hey Shams, I'm vegan, you know, like read the
right. We need you to make a giant Big Mac NFT, and you're like,
yeah, not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, not happening. But I mean, yeah, again, there will be very enticing people that will come into the NFT. I just think I'd urge people to make sure it works, because the moment you put your name with someone that doesn't work, people will notice, and that will be on your permanent record, blockchain record, right? Yeah. So that's why it just it has to make sense. Timing as well has to make sense. And yeah, just like chemistry. Like for me, it's just like I've always been like, anytime I talk to my agent, like I'm just like, yo, like if Tyler hits you up, put that motherfucker on. You know what I mean? Like him, Toro, like all of the like my favorite artists, like I've made sure to make sure yo, like if these come through, we want that. You know what I mean? Like that's like 100% yes. So yeah, so
I
it
don't
just
recognize any of the names you just
Tyler
said.
the Creator. Come on.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Tyler the Creator.
Yes.
Yeah. I just say Tyler because everybody knows who Tyler is. Like Frank
Right.
Ocean, right?
It's
Like I would
it's like
love to
saying
do
Dave. Everyone knows who Dave.
Of
You don't
course.
call him Dave Matthews. You
I
just
mean-
call him Dave. Those in the know
It's like
call him
Pele or
Dave.
Madonna.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, like, if you're into rap, like, if you say Tyler, there's no other Tyler, right? That is a
Or
rapper.
if you say
or, like, a
Travis, you
musician.
know.
Yeah, well, you know what
Yeah,
Travis,
Travis
is. There's
Barker
no
from
other-
Blink-182.
No.
No.
Matt, you're too old, Matt. Sorry.
You're older than I am.
I know, but not in spirit though.
No, I know who Travis Barker is. I don't remember any songs, but like I think
He's a
dating.
drummer from Blink-182.
Isn't he like dating Khloe Kardashian or something?
I
I don't
have
know.
no idea.
Yeah, he's dating some crazy Kardashian. But yeah, so like it's just like it's like it just gotta have to make sense. And like for me, it's just like I have like certain artists in my head, and I'm like, if they come through, I would 100% pounce on that. Like
Yeah.
that would be such an amazing. And especially it's not like, oh, they're hiring me to do something. It's like a legit collaboration. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like
Yeah.
a legit like cool thing that we could do. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So
Well, you want to do some drops, Matt? This week is a little
Yeah,
weird.
let's do some drops. No, it's all right. I mean, I think it's more fun to have. It's more fun to have an actual NFT artist on the drop than it is just a random like person who's never done any
NFTs.
NFT stuff.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
it's more fun because we actually get to talk it. You know, which is
Mhm.
cool. But all right. So first off, as y'all know, we normally start off with the Nifty and the Maker's Place drops. Coming up this week on Nifty, my notes up here say no fucking clue because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
I don't
they're
know.
doing something different this week.
Yeah. Pack is doing or Pac, or however you say it, is doing a drop with Sotheby's and Nifty Gateway for the next like 3 days. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of cubes in a grid cloner. You know,
So
I know how the sausage is made, so
that's
you
the
know,
thing,
whatever.
and that's something that someone in the chat brought up. You know that
Yeah.
that there's NFT art out there that would not pass on ArtStation or other sites. Well, maybe it wouldn't.
yeah.
But again, it comes back to, and I forget who told you that in the first. It was Chad, I think, who told you was like, you know how the
you
sausage
know how the
is
sausage
made,
made.
right?
Yeah.
But
I'll say, I mean,
subjective.
they're pretty, I guess, you know, for what they are. But I know how it's made, and I know it probably doesn't take a lot of effort in order to make them, you know. But that's just me. Whatever.
But again, we know how a Stuzor render is made. We
Yeah,
know how
But
how
if
everything
you were
is
to
made.
ask me to make a Stuzor render, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I would do that, you know. But if you asked me, well, maybe not this one,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
But
this
some of
one's
the
pretty
other ones,
complex. Yeah.
yeah,
That one is a little bit complex, but yeah,
there
some of
is
the other
a-
ones are cubes, and you're like, yeah, I could do this with some
Right.
Mograph cloners, but it's not
Right.
about how it was done. It
right.
I
wasn't
think
about
the
that.
story is like like everything around it. You know what I mean? Again, this shit like was popping on Tumblr. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I don't know if you were on the Tumblr days, but like things like this was popping at the same time, like at like a certain time on Tumblr. And I guess it's kind of getting a comeback, kind of like these like, you know, very minimalistic, you know, geometry shapes or whatever. You know, it's just like, if it's not your style, you know, pass on it. I've seen a lot of stuff on Nifty that's definitely not my style. Definitely
Absolutely.
pass on it.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
Some people are
I
just
have
into
two
that.
criteria when
Oh
buying.
shit! Flume has dropped a drop. That's cool.
On what?
On Nifty.
Oh,
on
on
Nifty,
Nifty?
yeah. I guess that was yesterday with the person that usually does all of their work, Jonathan Zawada. I think I'm saying his name right. Pretty cool stuff. That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, they
$166.66 editions minted. That's fine.
That's pretty cool.
yeah, because they
Yeah,
don't
those
have.
are really cool.
Oh no, they do have. Wait, what's
These
today,
are
the 12th?
fresh as hell. I love them. I can't believe I missed that.
Yeah, I don't see anything else for this week though. It just says.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like, and normally they tweet out what's coming up for the week, but it's like, it's
Well,
just
this is the week.
back. That's it.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
That's good.
That's
Honestly,
why I
I
said
think
I have
that's,
no clue what drops are happening this week. So
that's good. I think it's good to like take certain times to like have like a little bit of a break ish. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
it's not like art dropping every freaking day.
Yeah.
but that's the thing with Nifty though. Nifty has
Mhm.
always been about dropping art every single day, and it used to be just dropping one. Now it's dropping like 2 to 3 artists every single day. You know?
No, but before that, it was actually wasn't it only like Thursdays or something or Fridays? Like,
Well,
wait,
I'm just talking about in the past few months.
and
Right.
yeah, in the
Like-
past, yeah, but I'm just saying like before the first
Yeah,
week dropped,
before,
like,
it was like
I think 2 days.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Saturday, or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, something like
Now
that.
it's every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and again, that's just like an influx of artists. There's not that much they can do about it. But yeah, like I think it's good to have like a couple, like a week or something like that. You know, where it's like, you know, not that many artists on. So
the only thing
know,
I will say is this one here, from this
looks like
collection,
a
that looks
Houdini
very
tutorial.
familiar. It looks like Mark's from Mark's Houdini course.
Yeah, it does. Looks just like it.
Yeah, like just like it. Interesting.
All right, so that's it on Nifty. We don't know who else is going up.
Yeah.
Next up, Maker's Place. There's a few drops this week, but this is the, you know, we like to try and stick to the Mography artists and stuff like that. This is the only one that I thought looked, you know, somewhat Mography, even though, you know, once again, we know how the sausage is made. So I'm like, okay, it's pretty, but I know what it is. Yeah, that's a problem with being like an actual, you know,
yeah,
someone who does
it's
the
a
stuff,
problem.
it's
Try
like-
to separate it. Try to separate.
Yeah.
Right.
as much as you can. Yeah.
So it's Urs Fisher, I think is the name. It's Chaos is the name of the pieces and stuff. So, you know, it's two intersecting models kind of floating
Intersecting
around and stuff
geometry.
like
It's
that.
so
Intersecting
random.
geometry.
It's
It
a
is, yeah.
statue and some scissors. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's so hard to be like, okay, why?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go down, there's a couple more.
Obviously,
This
I'm not
one's
a fan
dropping
of.
today in like
But-
4 hours from where you watch it, you know?
Oh, the mug and the thing is kind of cool. I think again, like this is very modern art. Like if
It
you've
is.
ever,
Oh, yeah.
if
Totally.
you've ever gone to like any museums in the past, like I don't know, 5 years, you would see shit like that, like all
Yeah.
the time. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah, for sure.
I like in the Vancouver Museum, I've seen like flight straps on the floor. That's it. That was it, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, like this is like some famous flight straps, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, like, you know, like cool. But yeah, this is literally it. I could totally see this in a museum.
Yeah.
You know, like in like big LED lights and like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
100%. Totally
Maybe the
see
whole
it.
point. So when I was in college and we were, you know, taking our art classes and stuff like that, my teacher always said the whole point of art is to create an emotional response from someone.
Right.
And perhaps Pac or Pac, is it Pac? I don't know.
Pop.
Pac.
Unless you buy two of
Perhaps.
them.
But
It's Tupac.
and it's a pair. So perhaps Pac just knows how the sausage is made, and he's trying to create an emotional response from artists. You know?
Yeah, of what
like
the
it's
hell?
like yeah, because the artists are
Flipping
like, you know, I'm looking
geometry.
at this and I'm like, I know how this is. I know how this is made.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
he's totally getting an emotional response from
rabble,
me.
rabble, rabble.
rabble, you know, versus whatever. Like I went to an art museum one time, and there was a piece that was on the floor. It was sitting on the floor, and all it was just a gigantic fluorescent light, you know?
Yeah.
And the person that I was with was like, "That's not art. That's stupid." And I was like, "The whole point of art is to create an emotional response from the person who is viewing the art. The fact that you got upset because that fluorescent
Yep.
light is blinding your eyes and you don't
Yep.
think that's art, that is the emotional response. That is the art about it.
Apparently,
you know?
a lot of people
And-
want that response, but yeah.
Yeah.
And also, you're like, you think me and you know how this sausage is made, right? there are collectors that will also look at that and be like, "That's stupid." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, same with
Right.
I've talked to so many collectors who are so against CryptoPunks, and I'm just like, yo, like you have like an enormous collection. You still don't have a punk. It's weird. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, it's fucking ugly. I don't want it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, makes
See,
sense.
But they have Tamagotchis.
I get I get the history aspect of the CryptoPunk stuff.
CryptoPunks, yeah.
Versus,
I'm just saying,
like,
for some people, it's still stupid. It's still
Yeah.
pixels, right?
I still think
Yeah.
it's stupid. I think it's kind of stupid, but you know.
I want a punk so bad, and I have my eye on one, but it's like I think like 90K, but I can't really justify buying
No.
90K when I'm still living in the hood, you know? Like
Right.
it's just like I need to get out of here, and then maybe I'll be able to buy a crypto 90K month, you know?
Save that. Save that for retirement.
So, yeah, I think I've just flipped my whole idea now that I've worked myself into that.
Literally,
Creative
yeah.
motion.
Yeah, like,
Right.
I mean, obviously, I really like some of the POC pieces and maybe not agree with some of the POC pieces. At the end of the day, there is some sort of an emotional response around it. And, like, you know.
Oh, snap.
What?
This just in.
What?
Paris Hilton just tweeted, I'm so excited to be partnering with the amazing Blake Catherine for my first ever NFT drop.
Oh, maybe that's why she
Such a
couldn't be on the
signature
3D
style,
motion
and
show.
I can't wait to show you this collaboration. Read all about the drop. ParisHilton.com/NFT collaboration.
Didn't I talk about literally Paris Hilton just a couple minutes ago? I was like, yo.
Seriously.
He's the one.
Hell yeah, our Blake Catherines are going to be worth so much more
That's
now.
right. Wow.
I need to bring up the price on my other one that I'm selling. Oh, that's
Dang,
good.
I'm gonna go see Paris Hilton. I'm gonna go check this out now. Wow, my NFT.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That is so incredible.
Do you want me to send that to you? Or
No,
do you got it?
no, I've got it right here. Man. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Look at that.
Blake. Well deserved. She is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
Absolutely favorite.
Besides Shams, of course.
That's Shams.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Blake. Yes. Our Blake's. Yeah, I this is the first time I hear about this Paris Blake thing. I've never heard of it before.
And now you're texting her. You're like, "What the
5
fuck?
minutes
you didn't
ago.
Tell me about this."
This is 5 minutes ago. That's got to be why she's not doing the motion show anymore. She probably got sucked into this, and I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
So awesome. That's so awesome. Congrats.
I mean, imagine like if you were working on a bunch of stuff, and all of a sudden Paris Hilton was like, "Hey, I need to do this project with you." Totally drop everything, right? I know I would. Paris
Yeah, oh
Hilton.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it's a really good pairing as well, like, because they do a lot of like that pink kind of like
Yeah.
really cool, like
Oh, yeah.
feminine, extremely feminine, look to the art. I think, yeah, they make a great couple.
Yeah,
I hear
absolutely.
like the thing is like I don't think a lot of people really understand a lot about Paris Hilton. Like if you go watch a little bit more online about her and who she is and how she responds.
She's monumental.
Yeah, how she responds
Like-
to fans, like what kind of a person she is. Like you get this
Mhm.
kind of one picture of like the reality TV shows, but that's not really. If you go look at who she is, you realize she's actually pretty cool.
She's actually
You know,
extremely intelligent
yes.
and came out after the Simple Life thing happened, the whole reality thing happened, and said that that was 100% all for show.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're not like that, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
and now you see her speak and like attend like, you know, political parties and stuff like that, and she's extremely like, even her talking about NFTs is so cool to hear. And she's just like, I just love seeing, she's like, I'm a huge fan of digital art, and I love seeing artists finally get the recognition they need. She's like, I just love seeing it, right? So yeah, she's monumental icon in general. So yeah,
And she's one of
love to
those
see it.
those people who really, actually, truly, genuinely likes her fans and responds and talks to her fans online.
Exactly,
all of that,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Cool DJ, you name it. She's really cool. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff about her that a lot of people don't know. They just kind of get that whole cliche
Mhm, blonde, you
right.
know, yeah,
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 for sure.
yeah, yeah. No, she's iconic, amazing.
That's awesome.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
All right, you want to
Congrats
do
to the
some
two of them.
community drops?
Yeah, let's do some community drops.
Number one's gonna
Shams,
be
do you have any?
some random
Shams,
Blake Catherine that's about to come out. I know that.
Right.
That's number one.
Shams,
Do I have any what?
do you have any drops that you're dropping this week or next week, or two? Do you
No.
have any friends who are making drops this week? that you'd
Okay,
like to
yeah.
share?
So, I have Jason E. Bayer has a drop on Super Rare, and it's one of my favorite pieces, and I'm the highest bidder at the moment. And I love it. It's like really cool. So check that out. That is amazing. So he has one piece on Super Rare, which is I'm the highest bidder on, and then did I say I'm the high?
Yeah, you're the highest bidder.
Yeah,
That's
so,
because of the
and then-
sculpted abs,
yes.
right?
Oh,
sculpted.
bro, no, but look at the tattoos. Can you fucking believe these tattoos? Like, look at that. Beautiful.
Is
Like,
this
just-
this isn't the same dude who did a nifty drop?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
And
I saw
it's
you and Blake talking about that on Twitter.
Amazing.
And like we talked about that on the drop a few
Oh,
episodes
yeah, the glossy
ago about
people.
all these like super shiny people.
yeah,
and
I
stuff.
honestly didn't like what you guys said, but like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
well,
sorry.
because again, like he is extremely good. Like you
Yeah.
have no idea. Like he's just like just like crazy good at what he does. And like the only reason why I'm good, like remotely good at character making, is because of him. Like it's like directly contributes to that. Obviously, I'm not into the whole skin color thing, and that's where our styles kind of divert. And he has like extremely like larger characters. For me, I like the more like shredded, slender, kind of like almost, you know, like extremely non-existent organs kind of type of character.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like, but yeah, like it like is just like so monumental. So he's one. I have who else? So he has also another one on Foundation, and I also have a piece on Super Rare as well. Yeah, which is like cool, like kind of like naturey, fairy type thing. Who else do we have? I think that's it from the group. But yeah, those are like my top two.
What's the one that you're coming out with?
On Super Rare. And I probably will do something this week for Foundation as well. So
Cool.
yeah.
Give me some Foundation.
Yeah.
Matt,
Yeah.
who do you have here? Who you got?
We got a bunch of people. First up, we've got Blue Woods. Super
Nice.
cool stuff. You know Blue? Do you know Blue?
Of course. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a homie. Yeah.
He's my boy, Blue.
Futuristic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Blue emailed us saying that he grew up in Atlanta, so he's got these futuristic Atlanta scenarios.
Oh, that's
and
fire.
Afrofuturism. I love that. That term.
Love that.
Afrofuturism style.
Why isn't this loading? Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
There it is.
There it goes. But
Oh, with
super
the
cool
peach tree,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Blue just
super
made
cool.
those drops on.
Yeah, I'm a huge Atlanta fan. This is like just so cool. Yeah,
I
this
like
is
that.
amazing.
The license
022
plate
NFT.
022
Yeah.
NFT. Now, what's the
Yeah.
significance of the 22? I wonder.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I only know that's 21. That's like cool. I don't know. Maybe that's significant to him.
Yeah.
Or to Atlanta in general.
I love the Water Boys one.
I would do number 6 to be honest, because Zone 6, you know. But yeah, that's just
Zone
Yeah.
6.
yeah, it's just like very known in like rap and stuff like that. But yeah,
I don't know what that is.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Do you listen to?
Of course,
Who do
yeah. I mean,
do you listen to any Atlanta artists?
No.
Yeah, there you go then.
You and I guarantee you we listen to very different music.
Oh, 100%. But I do listen to everything though, like
Yeah.
to almost everything. I mean,
Yeah.
not like country or anything like that or dubstep.
I'll introduce you to some stuff that you probably don't listen to.
What like what?
Like ska, probably, right?
Ska, punk rock.
What's ska? What genre?
What is ska exactly?
Yeah.
what genre? No, what genre is it?
Ska.
Or is that the genre?
That's
Oh,
the
okay.
genre. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Yeah.
is it derivative of?
It was kind of stemmed similarly to reggae and punk rock. You know.
Cool. I would actually like that. I would like that. I've been
We'll
really
see.
into really reggae a lot lately since the sun
Yeah.
is out. So, we listen to a lot of Afro beats as well.
Yeah.
So
There's
yeah.
this band called the Mad Caddies that I've been listening to. It's this album.
Nice.
They took a whole bunch of punk rock bands and did ska versions of those songs. Oh man, it's so good. Like a ska version of Propaganda, It's like, oh man, that is fire right there. That is fire.
Oh, we'll have to check it out.
Matt,
You'll hate it. You'll be like,
I'll
what the
probably
fuck
hate
is
it.
this?
I'll probably hate it.
Matt, you're only allowed to use that word ironically.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
But that was ironic.
No, fire. Matt's not
why?
allowed to say that. You're allowed to say it.
Now.
Yeah.
People say that. Yeah, that's cool.
If you were born in something in the year that starts with a 19, you're not allowed to say fire.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I think for me, my like the music that I listen to is mostly like TikTok like bangers, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
whatever's
totally.
popular on TikTok, I'm listening to.
Right.
Also, like obviously anime openings. That's like what I'm like into right now.
Okay, there's an artist. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta.
Hey,
what's her-
yeah.
Also-
Hey, yeah. What?
Also, an artist that I would love to do an NFT drop with, Megan Thee Stallion. Let's do that. Like
I
that's
don't know
like,
who that is.
oh, what the fuck, dude?
Man, sorry. Okay, so there's an artist. There's a TikTok artist. I don't know what her name is on TikTok, but she goes by the name Jax. As anyway, she does these like really cool like improvised piano songs or whatever. She just got signed. She did a song called "90s Kids." I really like it. That's a TikTok artist, right?
I don't think. Yeah, no, I meant like TikTok banger songs. I don't think it TikTok.
Okay, sorry.
You know what I
It
mean?
can't
Like
all
the-
be Jason Derulo.
Oh, I don't like Jason Derulo.
Jason
Banger
Derulo.
right there. What's the
I mean,
what's
I
the banger?
guess, but like that was again, TikTok bangers only last for like 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
we're moving on, right? Because you're listening to that shit every day,
Right.
right?
Number one
Like,
victory royale. You know?
Yeah.
That's Fortnite bound to get down.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Just wiped out Tomato Town.
Oh, gosh. You know who I think needs to do an NFT collab with somebody is
that?
Mark Rabillet. You know Mark Rabillet? He's a guy who he goes live on various platforms and does music live, and he's usually in his underwear. 99% of the time he's in his
okay.
underwear. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Who?
No.
Mark? Who?
Rabillet? Oh my gosh, he's so good. He's so good, and he just goes nuts on here.
Is on
He goes
TikTok?
nuts on like random sites
Oh yeah,
doing
yeah,
live
yeah,
stuff,
I see.
and
I see.
yeah, he takes callers. He'll sing things about what people are. I mean, he's just so good. He just spontaneously comes
I
up with all
seen-
these songs.
Yeah, I seen one of on TikTok. Yeah, he's definitely on TikTok.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
good. I think he needs to have an NFT. He's good
Yeah.
peeps for sure.
I think Dorpy needs an NFT.
I think Dorpy does need an NFT. Let's figure out who else we got here. Let's go through
Next
this list.
up, James Ramirez, Fried Pixels. Y'all know him. Just did a drop on Known Origin. What I think is cool about this, one, I'm pretty sure, and I think James is in the chat. I think he did this all in VR. You know, as far as all the sculpting and stuff. But I love that
Love it.
it's like interactive. Like that's so rad.
Love it.
You know, I love that they're adding this stuff into there, which is so cool. You know,
Mm-hmm.
being able to get the whole 360 stuff. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next up, we've got Gav Grant. Just did another drop on Foundation. He's been doing these like nature scenes and stuff like that, and he was like, I'm just taking a
Yeah, this is a shift for sure.
I'm just taking a break, you
Yeah.
know, and doing something fun. So that was fun to do. Next up, we got
Maxime?
How do you say it? Maxime Heckard? Heckard? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I'm not seeing your screen.
You're not seeing the screen?
Oh, you're not seeing.
Oh, maybe-
Well, I don't
oh,
have
is
it
it-
up at the moment.
Oh, okay, you don't have
Yeah,
it.
Maxime.
Okay,
He
never
runs the
mind.
motion design community stuff in.
Oh,
Oh
right.
yeah. Someone suggested he sculpts mine. Like, is he the one? Is that You want to talk about it? Didn't he do the Beeple thing? Like
Which one?
The Beeple thing with the
with the gigantic penis.
with penis, yeah.
Oh,
Didn't he do that?
I think
Or
he
no,
did.
am
No,
I,
I,
like, mixing-
I think he did. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
he did.
I don't want to mix people up.
Yeah, he with the giant. Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
They should
he
do,
and I.
they should do you shams. That'd be
His
cool.
oh my god, that's I don't know who recommended that. That's so
Oh my gosh.
yeah, no.
I would like to say also that I do have two in conjunction with somebody else. I've got 2 Into the Ethers for sale on OpenSea.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, it's listed at 388 ETH. If anybody would like to buy the package
Nice.
deal and get the number
Two.
Where's OpenSea?
Yeah.
on
Open it up,
OpenSea.
Dave.
On
So
Never-
there are 2, number 8 and number
and
10
get yourself a number
of
8
Into the Ether.
and a number
I
10.
don't know how OpenSea works. I literally got it to get one of those chubbies. You know, the like little pixel art thingies, and that's it. Like I've never opened it after that.
It's just like
Um,
kind of like
looking
the other
for a
platforms.
So it's just like-
killer,
Oh, okay, yeah.
if you're looking for a killer deal on 2
Uh-huh.
Into the Ethers,
Yeah. You
like,
get number 8 and
right
number
there.
10.
number 8 and number 10. Those
388
are going to be
On-
worth
ETH.
like $1 million
OpenSea?
each.
Yep.
Yeah.
On OpenSea?
OpenSea.
How much are they?
It's
It's
what is it?
package deal
388 each?
388 ETH. If you'd like to get that,
2
I've got them both on my
Beeples.
account right here. You can
Yep.
get the number 8 and the 10. Yep.
Okay. Next up, we got Glenn Hernandez. Second drop, City Beats.
Yes.
Drum and Color Collective.
Yeah, I like this. This turned out great. Got this email the other day. That's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This was super cool. Yeah.
And then who else we got on the list? Omar. This is another one somebody sent in. Omar says, "I love you guys. Learned and had so much fun with you throughout the years. I'm glad to share with you my first NFTs. Hope you enjoy them. More on my Mintable profile." All right, cool. I'll do a link to that. This is on Mintable. I haven't really messed much with Mintable, but you can see this one here. This is pretty cool. It's a wedding proposal in the middle of some sort of like nuclear holocaust or something. So you can check that one out.
Anyone hit me up on messages.
I can't hear you. What? You're.
Oh, nothing. I was talking to myself.
Oh.
I was curious if anyone had hit me up on Twitter. Like I normally get like 50 messages or something saying,
right,
"Hey,
right.
here's my drop," but I forgot to check.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've got this. That sucks. I don't have the correct link here for Mark's, but Mark Fancher has one. I'll bring it up.
Oh man, I'm
I'll
so
find
excited. I was. This was
There
the
we go.
very first thing I saw this morning. I was checking Instagram, and I think Tokyo Megaplex shared it,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Oh man, this
Oh.
is really good. I wonder who
This is
did this."
Great.
And then I see, and it's Mark, and I'm like,
Yeah, this is
"Oh
fresh.
yeah,
this is really fresh.
so good."
What is this, Houdini?
I'm
yeah,
sure.
Of course. That's
Right,
Houdini
yeah.
Mark. Why not?
Yeah,
So
Let's
it's
go.
changing
That's-
color when it hits.
yeah, that's
Nice.
super fresh.
Yeah.
Totally.
You need to do one of those that turns water into wine as well. See,
Right.
maybe
It's
Octane
cool.
Jesus will do
Super
that.
cool. Let's see what else we got.
What else we got? Is that it? No, we got Phil.
Phil, yeah.
Mhm.
So he collaborated with Hex.Toys.
Like our Phil?
Yeah.
Grade Zero
Okay.
Phil.
Oh, nice.
He
Okay.
collaborated with Hex.Toys, and so he created this. He created the dancing, the dancing astronaut, as well as this toy.
Oh,
very
I didn't know he
similar
did the
to-
dancing astronaut too.
Yeah, he did. He did all of it.
That's
So,
cool. Look at
and then
that.
did the whole 360.
Oh, the toy is really cool. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Now this looks.
So-
Is this? I wonder how they did the 360 on this.
It's what's the app down in the corner left? Sketchfab, I think. Is that what it is?
So this isn't the NFT render, because the NFT render itself was done in Octane, I believe, right?
Correct.
The
Yeah,
actual-
yeah. He also
Yeah.
did the NFT for it.
Yeah.
So
that one looks a little more realistic than this 3D version here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But cool stuff. Do we have anything else?
Yeah,
oh,
we
yeah.
just got one
Omega
from
Fox.
Omega Fox is in the chat
Omega
right
Fox.
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing.
out.
Yeah, I love that piece. This piece is fire.
There you go.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool stuff.
Officially,
I love the composition. I think the composition looks great.
officially fire.
Officially fire.
Officially
Yep.
fire. Yeah.
Oh, Mark is in the chat.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
Mark's in here. Is that everybody? Did we get I feel like we missed someone. Oh, I do have a crypto link. That's what I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
But I just thought this was relevant because Andy Warhol lost a copyright battle over Prince art. And there was a piece that Andy Warhol did years ago, and it was a Prince piece, but it was almost like it was a tracing of a photo that somebody took. And it was a question of, okay, is tracing this photo violating copyright or not?
That's
So
interesting.
it's just kind of interesting to follow that when that applies to the crypto space. So I'll put that in the show notes. You can check that out. And,
Yeah, but that begs the question, like, is that not okay? So he traced over it, but it's still, I don't know. It seems to me like that's fair use.
apparently
I
not.
don't know.
Apparently
wow,
not.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting space.
All right.
Again, it comes back to that whole thing. It's just like I keep saying, it's like porn. You know it when you see it, but it can't be defined.
No, I don't know.
I mean,
All right.
it's I'm not joking.
Can't
Like,
relate.
what's the difference between a tasteful nude and porn? Where is that line? It's different for everybody, right? So,
Oh yeah.
the line
100%.
that happens when it comes to when is something considered copyright infringement? It's depends on who you are, right? Some people might
Yeah.
look at that Prince thing and say, well, obviously it's a direct trace of a photo. Some people be like, no, doesn't matter because it's not the actual photo. It's a toughie.
Interesting.
Definitely
Yeah,
a
it is.
toughie. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. So,
Oh, look who it is! It's Dorpy. Hi,
Hey,
Dorpy.
guys.
Yeah,
How's
I
it
was about
going?
to call him Duffy.
Duffy. Duffy.
I feel like Duffy's better. I'm gonna call him Duffy. That's my
Duffy.
Duffy is his upper class brother
Yeah.
who's made it already in the NFT space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dorpy's just trying to he's trying to make it
He's
so
trying
that
to
his
make it.
family thinks that he's successful as Duffy.
Well, duh. His name is Dorpy.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
Set up for failure.
Hey, Matt, can I get an Night Foundation?
I thought I gave you one last week.
Oh, yeah.
Or two-
Force a habit. I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, my head's a little cloudy. I've been sitting at my desk making NFTs all week, you know.
I gotcha.
I'm not really
Yeah.
sleeping at all. I'm eating terribly when I do, too. I think
Can you
I'm getting a little
you make-
husky.
can you make NFTs without opposable thumbs?
No.
That was a shot in the balls.
I'm trying, though.
No.
I'm trying really hard, yeah. Yeah. I'm doing a portrait of my favorite bass player, Flea.
Flea. Nice.
Oh man.
All right, I gotta go. I got more NFTs to make. I gotta get them done by my favorite day of the week, which is Wednesday. You know why?
That's right. It's hump day.
Hump day.
That's right.
All right, gotta go.
That
See you
is
later. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya. Bye, Dorpy. Oh, it's so good to see Dorpy again.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
Are we out
Should
of
we get
things
outta
to
here?
talk about? I think maybe. Yeah, I think maybe we're done
Yeah.
with the drop.
Yeah, that was good.
All
That was
right.
good. Thanks for watching the drop. Make sure and stick around or check us out every single week. You catch us on mograph.com or just do some stuff. Yeah, we're here.
You guys are off for the presentations for Maxon. Are you guys involved in that as well?
Always
Same as
involved
always.
in that.
Yeah.
We're running them. We're
Yeah.
running
Okay,
them.
you're running
Yeah.
them. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
If
I'll
anyone
be
in
in the chat.
anyone in the community has a drop,
Mhm.
hit us up.
Yep.
Hit us up at info@mograph.com, and we'll feature you on
Totes.
the next episode of the drop.
Yeah, that's it for the drop.
Fire.
To
Drop. Is this the fucking mic drop? This is exactly what I should be doing.
And we're back to the regular show.
Back, yeah.
I think that's about
Shams.
it. Shams, thank you.
As always, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. You
Y'all,
know,
I
we
missed
love having
you.
you on.
Yep. I can't wait for us to be in the same room.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
going to be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be so good.
Throwing paper planes and all, being too loud in the back.
Yeah. All the shenanigans. All the
shenanigans.
shenanigans. We always getting shenanigans. Shamnanigans.
Shenanigans.
So we're going to get out of here. You can rate us on iTunes, leave a review. You can also subscribe on your podcatcher of choice. Helps get our ratings up. Subscribe to the newsletter. One went out this week. Hopefully you got it. If you're subscribed, you can see what's going on. You might not catch every single thing we're doing and every article and every live stream. So, check that out. You can be in the know. There are some really cool special Thursday night versions of the drop that we're hopefully going to be doing in the next couple months. We're working on something with a collector with David Ariev, and we're working on something really cool with Winbush, I think.
Yeah.
So we can get that worked out. That'll be a fun one. So get the newsletter. You can say you've been there, done that. Got the t-shirt with the Mograph logo tee, the Paul Babb classic Feel the Babb 2020 shirt. All the profits from that go to Doctors Without Borders. The Render Things t-shirt, hoodie, and long sleeve tee, the Mograph blandishment shirt, and of course the That Render is Fire shirt, which you're only allowed to wear ironically. Unless you're Shams. Yes.
I love it. Now I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I know.
For that,
We
for
finally
that
get to
liner.
say it while you're on the show.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, I actually need to pick one up. I'll do that
Hey.
right after.
Oh, you definitely
Need to
needed
get
that
it.
Ritter
Need
is
to
Fire
get it
shirt.
for the summer.
Yes.
Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt. There's a t-shirt, right? Not
Yeah.
just a hoodie. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
just a t-shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally. And yeah, if people want to find you online, where are you and all the
S
things?
Meccea everywhere.
S.
S
Meccea.
Meccea everywhere. Yeah.
Which I always pronounce Smika. I don't know why.
Mecca.
Smeka?
I mean, there's I accept all.
All the things.
I accept all. Yeah.
Cool.
As long as you're being kind, we're
Smicky.
good.
Yeah, as long as
Yeah,
you're cool.
right?
Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Jerks.
Don't be
Yeah.
a dick.
Jerks.
Yeah,
Dicks.
jerks suck. Cool. All right. Well, that about wraps it up. We'll put all the show notes to all the things in the episode show notes. You can just check out these links. Go check out the fire renders, if you will. And that wraps it up. We're going to get out of here. Until next time, I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt.
And I'm Shams.
Have a good one.
Later, yo.